McIntyre. The internet's buzzing because Cena's back as a babyface and pitting him against the YouTube-turned-wrestling prick Logan Paul is a money match. Fans are hyped for Cena to potentially humble Paul, but McIntyre stealing the spotlight with a post-match beatdown on Rhodes adds extra spice. WWE planning 2 WrestleManias in 2027, one in Saudi Arabia. WWE's apparently so whole its WWE contracts are reportedly up soon, but Cross himself clarified he's not going anywhere yet. He's been building momentum as a menacing heel, but his cryptic, liberating yet frustrating comment about keeping that push has fans wondering if WWE's dropping the ball. This story's juicy because Cross could jump to AEW if shit hits the fan. Brock Lesnar's surprise return and Roman Reigns' endorsement. Brock Lesnar's back, and the Beast Incarnate is already shaking things up post-SummerSlam 2025. Roman Reigns called Lesnar his favorite opponent ever in an ESPN rapid-fire interview, which is a big fucking deal considering their history. Fans are losing their minds over Lesnar's return, and Drew McIntyre's hilarious social media jab at it only adds fuel to the fire. Logan Paul's crusade against celebrity wrestlers. Logan Paul's out here declaring war on celebrity wrestlers, vowing to eradicate them from WWE. This is rich coming from a guy who's basically a walking influencer ad. After teaming with McIntyre at SummerSlam, Paul's heel antics are peaking and fans are eating up the irony. This storyline's got legs, especially with his Cena match looming. Paul Heyman gets Raw. About John Cena's abandoned heel turn. Paul Heyman dropped a bombshell, spilling tea on why John Cena scrapped a heel turn years ago. This candid interview's got fans buzzing about what could have been. Cena as a villain would have flipped the wrestling world upside down. Heyman's storytelling and Cena's current babyface run make this a nostalgic gut punch. Tiffany Stratton's Hulk Hogan controversy. Tiffany Stratton's in hot water after saying she doesn't want to get canceled over her take on Hulk Hogan. This ties into the ongoing debate about Hogan's legacy post his racist remarks scandal. Devon Dudley and others have weighed in, with fans split on whether Hogan's contributions outweigh his past. Stratton's comment keeps the conversation alive and messy. Santino Marella's wild TNA office incident. Santino Marella walked in on a couple banging in his office on TNA Impact, and it's as ridiculous as it sounds. This bizarre moment's got X lighting up with memes, and it's a perfect example of TNA's unhinged storytelling. Marella's reaction and the fallout are pure comedy gold, making this a standout WTF story. Bret Hart's harsh words for a top WWE star. Bret Hart called out a top WWE superstar for lazy shit wrestling, and the internet's eating it up. While the target wasn't named in the snippet, the Hitman's bluntness is classic, and fans are speculating it's someone like Dominic Mysterio or Solo Sikoa. This story's got legs because Hart's opinions carry weight, and it's stirring up heated debates. Tony Khan's update on Jay White's AEW injury. AEW's Tony Khan dropped a gut-wrenching update saying Switchblade Jay White's out for a long time due to injuries. This sucks for AEW fans as White's a top-tier talent, and Khan's vague timeline has people worried. The story's trending because it impacts AEW's main event scene, and fans are praying for a speedy recovery. Hey, well, there it is. They've been begging me to use this site, you know? I don't even think you can talk about this stuff on YouTube. I feel like it's like not okay to do it. It's against their terms or something. So like that's why I never get into those sites or whatever. And why I don't even mention them and stuff. But I see other YouTubers and people like that who like they're like doing it live and stuff. So I don't even know, man. But there was a streamer not that long ago. I think he got like banned for it, but I think he was linking to the website or whatever. And I don't remember who it was now, but he got banned for like he's lost his entire channel. But he was linking to like bet sites and stuff. It was crazy. Which you can't do that. Which I know that. But it's kind of like gray area, but I don't want to mess around with that stuff. But people multiple people have been telling me, like, go play this. And I'll tell you what, I was just, I was on there researching it a little while ago, and it was really fun, except I don't know how you're going to get the real money out of it. I guess there's like a loophole to kind of getting it, but it doesn't, I don't know, man. It sucks that you can't bet, you know, in the U.S. is weird. But whatever, I don't know. But I wouldn't use it just because, like, I don't know all the rules and, you know, about what they allow anymore. Who the fuck knows? So I would never do it on this channel for sure. But that's what a lot of people have been bringing up to me. Multiple different people, man. So many different people have sent me these sites, and they're like, "Check, do this." Somebody recently, who was it? Was it John? I forget who it was. Was like, "Yo, you should, when people donate, take that and then do that and then use it, and then you have to whatever." And I'm like, "Isn't that's probably really bad? That's probably like a real bad violation." So I was like, I don't think so. Maybe on Rumble you could do that. I don't know, but yeah, you can't really. I don't think you can do it on here. A lot of people were in NXT, AEW, TNA, you know. I mean, a lot of stuff has happened this week, but I don't think a lot of it's been very good, you know, to be honest. I don't think there's been a lot of good stuff that has gone down this week. For me, it's been a really boring week of wrestling mostly. Maybe if I started drinking while watching wrestling, then like it'd be good or something, and it would make sense. But no, it's not been good as far as a week of wrestling. I haven't enjoyed it. I've not liked almost anything I saw, really. I was pretty bored by it. I had some trouble with my computer. I was also on, like I said, on that site trying stuff, and I did get addicted to it for like 20 minutes. Like I probably could have been on the air by 10 tonight, but I got so addicted to it that it was crazy. I was like, I'm playing this. But then, you know, when you realize it's not real stuff and you're just playing with fake stuff, it's like, oh, well, this is, you know. But then when you get done, sometimes you're like, yeah, that was, thank God, yeah, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't real. Because it probably would have, you know, ended up going bad, right? So you're like, oh yeah, maybe it was good this didn't happen. Creator revenue sharing. Earn a living on X from engagements on your posts. You're not eligible, wow. Well, I checked the box on a lot of things. B18, yep. Active in the last 30 days, yep. Get verified, yep. 2,000 followers. We're almost there. I used to have 36,000 followers on Twitter before they banned me. Was it 36,000 or 20,000 or 20? It was 20 or 30,000 followers on X and on Twitter, and then they banned my account. What was this, 7 years ago or 8 years ago? And then yeah, and then I never got close to that again. It's a website, GS. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here for a couple of minutes and babble to you guys. I was gonna come on earlier and I was gonna do a little bit of stuff for like an hour and whatever. But I got stuck with problems with the computer and you know, then I got addicted to that thing for like 20 minutes or so. And I was like, "Oh shit, I got to get out of here." I love the Twitter analytics though. Those are really cool. Like Twitter analytics are really, like the new ones are really cool to look at. Like this account overview is kind of cool. I like the way that they block it out. Oh, while I'm broadcasting in a way too high frame rate, Jesus. Verified 109 followers of 1.5. So there's only 109 verified followers. So you could have like 2,000 verified followers. So 2,000 of my followers have to have the blue check mark. Oh my God. That's crazy. That's never going to happen. Well, I mean, you shouldn't say never. I mean, look at that. 3 months. 1.2 million impressions. Okay. Numbers are down. Profile visits are up. Yeah, I mean, there would have been a time where I would have said, oh, 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I would have said, well, that's not going to happen. So I guess, you really shouldn't say that that's not going to happen, because it could happen. That's not going to happen. That's funny. What happened to Twitter X Spaces? What happened to Spaces? I feel like nobody really uses those as much anymore. I mean, they do, but I feel like they were really hot for like six months or something. A lot of people were doing Spaces and those little like audio broadcasts, which I love. I love that you can do those. I think that you could do them better though. I think you could just stream, like, post your own. I don't know. I think it could be neatened up a little bit, but I do like them. I still like them. This week is not it for wrestling New Wave Master. You are right, man. I'm at a blank stare of death. I was supposed to be live tonight at like 7. Then I decided to take a little nap because I was so tired. And then I woke up at 8:30, and then what a failure of a night. But you know what? I just wanted to come on here and say hi and say, I didn't want to like just go to bed and not fucking do anything. But my computer's kind of fucked, so I just figured I actually got it to come on, so I was like, oh shit, I got it on. I've been trying to get on for like a while. So I got to come on. That's cool. And just say hi. And I hope everybody has a good night. And I hope everybody check. I hope everybody looks for the videos to like in the daytime. I don't know. A couple of videos I put out in the daytime, and it's like they get like 180 views, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's very weird. It's very strange. Is Cena turning on? Like, is Cena turning on? Like, turning on people? Or, like, turning on, like, sexually turning on? Or are you talking about he's sexually turned on? Like, what are we talking about here? I don't know what you mean. Like, he's turning on somebody,
for
or
over 30 years.
He's like turning on people.
In all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday,
he's definitely turning me
that
on.
my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Think the Cowboys will suck this year?
They don't have a winning attitude based on Jeremy Jones. What the hell's his name? Jeremy Jake. What the hell's the guy's name? Oh my God, who's the owner of the Cowboys? Somebody help me. Jerry Jones. Based on his attitude, I don't think they're going to win. I think the Cowboys, I don't know. Maybe they just make the playoffs. Yeah. It's going to be tough. Gonna be tough. Who was that donated? Anonymous. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be tough. I think they're going to miss the playoffs. I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to miss the playoffs. I don't think they're gonna make it. You know, I think you're looking at like the Rams, the Eagles, Tampa, maybe the Lions. Yeah, I mean maybe wild card, but I actually don't think they're gonna make it. I'm gonna tell you what, I don't think they're gonna do it. Yeah, we don't know though until we see them, you know, what they're gonna do. Really, I don't think so though. But I haven't paid a lot of attention to the Cowboys either, so you know, I'm not really sure. You know. I think they're in like kind of like the Patriots. Like the Patriots are obviously we're watching as a New England Patriots fan, like we're watching the Patriots just to see a team like build structure to get to a point where they're not embarrassing, right? Like last year the Patriots were probably the worst team in the league, right? Or the year before. We've been kind of like the bottom 5th team in the entire league, which is not happened in a very long time, right? So I would be looking for the Patriots to just put up 8, 9, 10 wins. You know, go 50-50 or just slightly go over 500, but just to go close to that. You know, I don't even remember how many wins the Patriots had last year. How many wins? What was the record? I don't even know. Like Dallas is similar to me now. Dallas was like there, and then they took a big step back, and now they're rebuilding. But their rebuild could start could start fairly well, right? I mean, yeah, the Patriots had 4 wins. 4 wins last season. That's fucking crazy. 4 wins last season. So, you know, we're looking for the Patriots to win 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll take 7 or 8, right? You got to do better than last year, but you got to do a lot better. You know, they don't need to make the playoffs. They just got to do a lot better. They got to be not in the last 10% of the league. You got to be, you know, climbing out of that. You get 7 wins, 8 wins. That's awesome, right? For them, for the progress. And then the next year, right, you hope to be in that same spot or higher, right, and start climbing a little bit. And that's it. You start digging yourself out of that. And maybe the Cowboys are similar. But, yeah, I would like the Patriots to get ideally 8 wins. I think 9 would be... Oh, shit. And see. Colonel Stutters.
Everyone loves me. Take a look around Hillary and see. Everyone loves me. Take a look around Hillary and see. Everyone loves me.
Hold up, Hillary. Hold her all the way up. And then tickle her.
Loves the dawn.
Hold up, Hillary, and tickle her.
Everyone loves me. Take a look around Hillary and
Jets
see.
versus Giants.
What do you think of the Patriots running back situation? Will Stevenson fall back for the rookie they drafted? How is your confidence with Drake May?
Are you talking about who are we talking about? Gibson? Who's the guy that they drafted that did the they have a couple of people. I think it's good because I think they're going to bring in Ramondre Stevenson now as like, okay, this guy's like, the solid running back, whatever. And then they'll sprinkle in the other 2 guys. So I don't really have a problem. And I think it's good. I think they're in a good situation because everybody can run. They don't have to just rely on Ramondre Stevenson now. Who did they have last year? Oh, God, who was it? I don't remember. I'm trying to, erase last year. Finn, where'd you go, buddy? What was up? My son was here, and he just disappeared. Antonio Gibson, And Ramondre Stevenson, yeah, like these are all guys that are gonna be nuts, right? Ramondre Stevenson, Antonio Gibson, Drake May. Drake May is probably gonna run 500 yards this season, maybe a little more.
Are you sure?
I am, yeah.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Scissor me, Joe!
What's up, General Santos?
Camus to Anj Mas Rapid Masiani Yong Kanchutan Biba. Joe Popo Salamat Forgling Live. You are an outlet for the Santa's collab and to boys
Oh
are
my
disdain
God.
for the spooky gooky niggers. We must
Oh my
cleanse
God.
America Popo, it must get rid of spooky gooky niggers Popo.
Oh my God, General Santos, good Lord. You sicko. Like a third down bruiser back. Yeah, kind of like that, Colonel Stutters. Like, I don't know, like, or I mean, they could really mix it up however they want. But I liked what they. I didn't like study preseason the other day. I didn't watch the preseason like a maniac, as far as the Patriots go. But it was like they had Gibson in there running awesome, and then they would bring in Ramondre Stevenson, and then he was doing well. I just like switching them up, I guess. Switch them up. And then, you know what would be really cool is just if I was the Patriots, I'd almost be like, you know, dude, let's throw one out in the first quarter. Throw somebody out there in the first quarter. Or maybe in the first quarter you mix them up, and whoever starts getting hot, you just take off with that guy. I mean, I might do something like that, but I don't know, man. I don't know if you can do that sort of thing. I'm not a coach, but, like, you know what I mean? You bring one guy out, you let him run the first series. You bring the other guy, you let him run the second series, and you literally start grafting them and tracking them immediately from the beginning of the game. You bring one out, you're like, okay, these guys are both going to get 3 running plays, you know? And then whoever, if anybody breaks away, you just start pulling with that guy. And you start pushing them more throughout the game. And then if they're breaking even and they're both doing the load, then I just keep rolling with that. And I'd literally just ride them I'd treat it like a casino or whatever. You know what I mean? Bring out Ramondre, let him run 3 series. Bring out the other guy, let him run 3 times. Who's got the most yardage? Put that guy out, you know, and keep rolling with them, you know? But I don't know. That's different. I don't know if that's something that you'd want to do, but I have no idea. But I just mix them up. But I like the idea of Ramondre just coming in, like, third down, things like that. I don't know. Whatever you want. Why are you doing that? What are you doing? Are you bored? Give me a hug.
What do you think? It's called like keyboard.
Patriots defense looks good. Yeah, I mean, that kind of reminded me. I mean, they played garbage the other day. Let's be honest. They played garbage, but yeah, the Patriots defense looked good. I mean, they kind of looked like the older Patriots, the Patriots that we used to see. So that's good because they didn't look like the disheveled trash last year. I mean, Gerard Mayo didn't know what he was doing, I feel like. I literally think Gerard Mayo didn't know what he was doing. And the guy, based on his, like, weird, like, DEI commentary about everything, that's all. Like, what coach talks about that stuff? When you're trying to coach the Patriots, trying to coach an NFL football team, and you're constantly just bringing up stuff about what people look like. It's just so weird. Like, you know what I mean? In a perfect world, Gerard Mayo would have said, yeah, I mean, it's really cool. There's all this history to it, and I'm sure, like, we're going to look back on it at some point, and it's a cool moment for a lot of people, and sure. But really, that's not at all what I think about and what we're thinking about. I played on this team. I was coached by a great coach. I want to be a great coach, and we're gonna do our best to win games. And winning games doesn't care about any of that stuff. You know what I mean? So, but instead the guy was just, I mean, meandering about just goofy DEI stuff. I don't know, man. It was weird. But Dallas Cowboys, I think, are in a similar situation where kind of they're taking a step back, and now they've got to start to try to build up a little bit because they're I don't know, man. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs either. So this is going to be an evaluation season. You know what I mean? Can they overachieve a little bit and then build off of that for next year and get right back to it? Maybe get to the playoffs, or maybe there'll be a surprise with Dallas and Patriots. Maybe the Patriots will, do way better than we all expect, and the Dallas Cowboys will do better than we expect. But I mean, it's probably not likely. But I think Drake May will rush for 500 yards, and I think he will be really good. He had some really awesome moments last year, but they got lost because everything was a loss. So it's just too bad for him. He had some really stunning couple of moments, last year. He stuck out the most of anybody, right? Of Mac Jones, anybody else, like Drake May, has stuck out the most last year of any other quarterback since, Brady. Maybe even no, and nothing else, but I don't know. But I don't know, man. We'll see when we get into all the football stuff.
Dad, there's something under the desk.
Yeah, there's a lot of things under the desk.
There is.
Mike Vrabel is a great hire. Yeah, I love Mike Vrabel. So, I like Gerard Mayo. I liked Gerard Mayo when he played for us. But when I heard him talk about stuff, I was like, okay, that's pretty good. But when I heard from other people, it was like, this guy has no experience whatsoever. So Gerard Mayo, I'm like, yeah, Gerard Mayo was really pretty good. He probably should be pretty good. I love Gerard Mayo, great, but he's never coached anything before ever. I don't know what he's like at all. And then when he comes to the podiums and does all that weird, says all that weird stuff, it's like, okay, well, this is the coach. I'm a little bit. It's a mixer.
It's a mixer. The chat can't see, but I can.
Yeah.
The colors on it, I can tell what the colors are. The colors on it are white, red, green, and yellow. There's 3 whites, 1 red, and 3 green. 3 roses.
This is an old mixer. It's really dusty now.
Yeah, there's dust around all of them.
Yeah, it's an old mixer. This mixer I got 7 years ago, I think.
7 years?
And before that, I had another mixer for a few years, but it broke. And
Is
then
that other mixer down there?
no, I think it's in the closet. It actually still works. It just wasn't good for live streaming. It was it had a problem.
Shit bum.
Oh,
If you could legalize one thing in the US that is currently illegal, what would it be and why?
if you could legalize one thing in the U.S. that is currently illegal, what would it be? Benjamin, thank you. Well, based on the fact that tonight I was trying to play the slots and all those things, but it wasn't fun because it wasn't real, it would be I'd make it online gambling. Let's go. Bring back the online stuff. Let's go. Because, the hash is already legal, right? Or is that not legal? Or is that still state? I thought it was federal. Am I crazy? Maybe I don't know. Maybe make the green stuff. I go online gambling though.
Why do you
Super chat party.
on your other screen of your monitor that says Castle/Game?
Delta, what's up, ma'am? Thank you for the $1. This game I was building a long time ago. Sucks that Jeff Hardy had to miss everything up in their time in the AEW. I wanted to see Christian and Copeland versus the Hardys. Yeah, it's too bad that we could have had the Hardys. And now it's like they're always one's in one area, then they go to the other one, they go to the other place. And it's like,
I've been going to
go
wrestling
back to the other
shows
one.
for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday, that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
His name is DJ Glaze. Where did he come up with the Glaze part of his name?
You know.
What does he mean by Glaze? I love his semi-retarded sounding southern accent. I won't say what I wanna do to him with your son present, but you know what I finna do.
Big Jones. What's up, Big Jones? You know what the glaze stands for. He puts his glaze on everybody, Thank you, Big Jones. Yeah, Joe, you want to go to the theater?
Subscriber.
I can't even do. Mean Metal Mike just subscribed. The Triple M. Mean Metal Mike. That is a fire name. I love that name. And I love that he subscribed. I hope he hits the like button, though.
Did you just pull up a screen of like?
Whoa. That was loud. You know, part of the reason why Bret Hart... Oh, my God, that was loud. Big Jones, thank you, brother. Legalize Coke? Okay. I think San Francisco has.
Scroll all the way up. I want to see what the people were saying. Oh, someone donated $1 a bit ago. Did you read that out?
Rashi Rice? Yeah, I did. Bulldog is pure. That's weird.
And there is some people who had mod in here. And they were...
Luke Rojas came up with glaze. We're going to glaze Rojas. Let me tell you something.
Is the man the second, the number, the crown, the second top donator?
No, this is points if you're chatting a lot or you super chat. So yeah, super chats get more, but talking gets a lot too. So if you're just commenting. So this isn't necessarily donations. This is
Okay, who's the second guy's profile?
Kurtman.
What is that profile?
I mean, it looks like a guy sat on a cactus.
Cactus.
It's or those are coconuts. I don't know. But Getty Lee's in front. Delta's in third, mostly because I think they super chatted several times.
Yeah, it's definitely coconuts. Well, then why aren't they brown?
I don't know.
Coconuts are brown.
I don't know.
And why does the screen just go brown?
Don't tread on my
Gray.
butt pineapple cheeks.
What?
And then Luis Urdaneta. Oh my God, brother. Luis Urdaneta with 50 months as a member. Holy mother of God, brother. Oh my God, let's go. I'll see my Patriots making the playoffs. The offense with Diggs and wide receiver, it's going to be good. Dude, if we make the playoffs, Luis Urdaneta, I will baptize your feet, brother.
What?
Yeah, dude, I will lick your toes in a pool. I'll put butter on your toes, and then I'll cook them and desserts for everyone. Let me tell you that. Also, the real important...
Hey, Dad, I don't think Kurtman really likes you.
No, Kurtman loves me.
Why do you put a middle finger emoji in the chat?
Because he's upset at his mom. So here's the actual donations, though. This is the real board. This is the dono board.
Why is it just second and third? Where's the
Leonard Kitty Kisser is in first place. Moss Blaze in second. Mr. Mammoth in third. Z Payne in fourth. Colonel Stutters, Cal Alabama, Interstellar Alien Objects, and D. Welsh, Andraves, and Tony Khan. There it is.
Where does it say how many people are watching the stream?
Down here. 86.
86 is a lot.
We had about 100 earlier, but then you showed up. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm kidding. What's up? The aliens are coming, Kurtman says. They might be. A lot of angels and demons and aliens. For years, the aliens could have easily been mistaken for demons, like angels and demons. So that's where all the religious stuff comes from, I really could buy into that. Okay, because they really are like demons and angels and stuff, but not really. Not in the biblical sense, but we turn them into the biblical sense, so that's what everybody, thinks of. So it's like a stigma to that, when really it's just...
People used to call me Finn, but now they're calling me Cronin Jr.
The aliens are coming, yeah. The only way I see is the possible Pats making the playoff is a wild card. Yeah, that would be a wild card. I could see it. If the defense is nasty and they go off like they could, and then the offense really was 2 or 3 times better than last year. I mean, maybe, but it's hard to believe anything when you won 4 games last year. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to believe. You would think that no, we've got to do really well, to get to that point. According to Chris Van Fishfillet, he wants to feud with Punk in New Japan. Who does? I missed that first part. Delta. How's it going? Andy.
You raised a piece of shit.
Andy, how are you, brother?
Oh, hello, Joey.
Hello.
Very pleasant evening to you and
Oh,
your
no.
beautiful family.
Oh, no.
Are you hot and moist? I sure am. It's 97 degrees out. I'd like to take a bubble bath now and relax. Might shave too. My
Oh.
lover doesn't like the stubbles of my...
Oh. Leonard Kitty Kisser with the $4. That was uncomfortable. But, like, it is really hot. Like, it's sticky and gross. Like, it's really hot right now. In fact, my basement tonight, the only nights that stink in my basement are in the later months of July and August when it gets that stickiness. And the basement just feels awful. I would say it's probably July 20th to, like, August 20th are the worst times of the year in my basement, I think. I mean, certainly in the wintertime it gets really cold and you throw the heater on, but I don't know. I guess when it gets really dry, that stinks too, but like I feel like the worst time is the wet, damp, heavy air death feeling. You know? I mean, we've experienced it now for 6 years in this place. But, you know, I just got to get a little AC unit in the wall or something, but obviously we can't do that right now. I mean, you know. But I wish. For 6 years, I've been saying, I'll be able to do it eventually. Thank you, Leonard, for the $4.
What? Hey, Dad.
Yo.
What if Kurtman donates and says something so crazy it'll make your eyes pop out?
I don't know. You think you should?
Yeah.
You want Kurtman to donate
Yes.
and say something so crazy it pops my eyeballs out?
Yes.
That's crazy. Does Kurtman even donate? I don't even think he's...
We don't know.
I don't think Kurtman does. I don't think he's on the list.
Wait.
He's a member, though. He's a paying monthly member. He's got a green... Well, actually, he might have been gifted. I don't remember if he might have bought that or he got gifted. I don't know. Either way. He might have not. He might not be a... Are you having a problem? Oh, yeah, you know what? You're right, Jesse. Oh, my God, dude, we made a cooler, dude. So, Jesse, you just totally... Oh, my God, bro. Jesse, you nailed it. You just triggered my brain, my memory. I used to sell something called Miracool years ago over the phone. And then after looking at it, I realized that I could just make this. So, dude, I went down to Home Depot, and I bought a refrigerator cooler. And I cut a hole in the friggin' refrigerator cooler. Then I bought a fan. And I stuck the fan inside the cooler.
What?
And then I stuck a bunch of ice cube things inside the cooler and turned on the fan. And bro, it just blew the cool air. It was like, there it is. And here's the other crazy thing. If you buy one of those plug-in refrigerator gels, you can buy these gels that are electric, and they're like $39.99. You can stick them in something, and then you plug it in the wall, and it's a cooling thing. And if you put that in it, then the cool never melts, and you're powering it, and you legit have a cold blowing fan. Now, you can buy on Amazon now in like a smaller version that works. Not as good as an AC, but like it works pretty damn well to take the temperature and the humidity down, 5 degrees, 10 degrees. So, yeah, you're right. I totally forgot about that. I made one at Home Depot years and years ago. That was awesome. It literally cost me almost nothing. I bought a styrofoam cooler. So the styrofoam cooler was like $5. And the bricks of ice blocks were the most expensive things. And I think the whole thing cost $35 or something. Duct tape, cut the hole, bam. It was awesome. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm going to tickle the heck out of you. Wow, you're getting big. Look at your face. You're getting so big. Look at you. You almost look like Solomonster.
Well, not as big as your forehead.
Your forehead's bigger, big face. You want to get all big face with me, huh?
I'm about to take off your hat.
I'm about to take off your life. I love you. Look at how big you are. Look at how big you are. I don't notice until I see you on video. Look at you.
Dude, do people know what's behind
What is
your
going
hat?
on?
Dude, people know what's behind
Yeah, I did a video. Want to see it?
the video about your bald spot.
Yeah, did you want to see it? Have you seen it?
No. Oh, yes. Wait, did he? Wait.
Oh, look at that.
Yes! Yes!
Kurtman. Oh, my God. You triggered Kurtman to do it. Unbelievable.
We did it. We made it.
Oh, my God, Finn. Look what you did.
I did it.
I did it. Kurtman literally just re-upped the membership for 22 months in a row. Yeah, so it wasn't gifted. I knew he was a member. So look at that. Look what you did. See that?
Oh, he told me to go outside.
Go outside. Yeah, because you're paler than my foot. Look at you. That's what Leonard would love. Baldies for life. Yeah, but you know what? Don't do that. Don't do that. You might knock it over. Kurtman go outside. Kurtman go outside. No, if Kurtman goes outside, he might find a couple people, you know?
And who knows what will happen.
Who knows what will happen? What's up, everybody? Is Collision on Saturday? I don't even know. Is Collision Saturday or is it Friday? They keep switching it.
I wanted to ask you something.
What?
Why is there a key on your computer that says end?
It says end?
Yes, it literally says end on it. You guys cannot see, but this says end. This actually says end.
Why? Do other keyboards not have an end key? Usually they have an...
I'm just asking, why does your keyboard have the word end on it?
Because it's an end key.
Will it end the stream?
No.
Okay.
You can use it as a command key, though, or whatever. Increased, but barely. It's virtually nothing on electric compared to AC. Get a swamp cooler. Yeah, so I'll check that out. I mean, I don't know. That's a good idea. It's Saturday. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, Collision's Saturday. Okay.
Oh my god.
Why is it censoring everything, Jesse? Why is it censoring bad words? Does the chat always censor bad words? I didn't know it did that. Just hit a bong that had soapy water. Not good. Oof. Yeah, that's gross. I had one time I got sick. I got food poisoned by chicken. So I literally I started eating this chicken and it was nasty looking, and I started looking at it and I was like, this looks wrong. And I was like, dude, this chicken looks wrong. Like, it really looks wrong. And I put it down and was like, yeah, this no, don't lean on the keyboard. There's something wrong. And we were so hungry, me and Leah. This was years ago. It was like 7 years ago, 8 years ago. And so then we ordered sushi at the end of the night because we were starving, and we're like, well, let's get something else because that was terrible earlier. Although she didn't really eat the chicken. I did. Only I ate the chicken, actually. It was, in fact, I ordered Alfredo. And so anyway, this was 7 years ago or something, 8 years ago. And I got sick. I immediately started feeling sick. I started kind of feeling sick before the sushi. But then I was like, well, screw it. I'm going to eat. I'm starving. And I ate that nasty chicken earlier. And then, dude, I got food poisoning for sure. I was throwing up and all kinds of stuff like for the next day. And that night even, I think it was. And I remember it like ruined sushi for me because I equated that nasty, crazy, sick feeling to sushi. But it wasn't the sushi. It was definitely the chicken. And so I didn't have sushi for like 6 months. 7 months, something like that, 8 months. It was a while because I was like, yo, no way. Every time I thought about it, I went, ooh, ooh. But it wasn't that. It was the chicken for sure. And the place I bought the chicken from was a scummy place, and I knew it. I'll never forget that. TNA Emergence is tomorrow night. There you go.
It's your wallet, Dad.
What?
It's your wallet. I'm not going to show it on screen, though.
Okay, good call. There's nothing in it anyway. Wallet. Salmonella. Yeah, probably was salmonella. The chicken wasn't cooked. When you cut the chicken in half, you could see like the middle of it and stuff. It wasn't cooked right. And I realized it after like 6 bites.
Did I just say white and not right?
Right.
There's nothing in this wallet.
There's nothing in my brain.
That's true, though.
There's nothing in my brains.
Maybe. Well, there's gotta be some money in this soon. What if I told the stream that Brenna's a thief?
The Brenna's a thief?
Yeah.
They'd probably believe it. They know she's nuts. Watching a video on Discovery TV of a father screaming to a daughter not to cook a turkey in the microwave. What the heck? That's crazy. Get them likes up, yeah. We got 107 watching.
107? We used to have 86 now.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Scissor me, Joe!
Ving poo poo
Bon
pow.
pow dang boo boo. Teng mon wang vet wu ushu mai shard uni. Finn boy's son. Boy very white. Why he no son? He no like son. He Finn is mo fu poo poo. When she's fu poo dang Finn mill.
Oh, he's making fun of how white and pasty you are. His eyes probably go a different way than yours. You know?
I'm so pale. Oh my god.
You are pale. Look at you. I got some sun today. See how tan? Like I'm tanning. Not my arms though. Look at my arm.
Oh yeah. You know, I might not be pale. It might be the light up there.
You are getting, yeah, it's worse when you're getting in front of the light because the screen's reflecting. But it's reflecting off of your ghost skin. You look like your grandfather and, oh my God. You look like daddy and your grandfather mixed. You know that? You know that?
Yeah.
Gross. Sicko.
I owed you my Tooth Fairy money and you owe me 20.
You better get to bed and get in your bed. Or Tooth Fairy isn't coming.
Yeah, like if I didn't know that.
Yeah. You know, like, if I didn't know that. I'm gonna tickle you. I love you. Your son looks like my grandson. That's creepy. No, I don't know why. Blue-eyed, what's up, man? What's up, Billy?
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Scissor me, Joe!
Joe, what you think about Trump DC takeover?
I don't know. It's a little weird. Part of me is like, yeah, DC is a mess. But so like cool, but like there's another part of me that's like, is this the beginning of like if you were gonna set up to try to take over the military or to like militarize your area for a reason,
I think I should go now.
you would take control of the police and the National Guard and everything and start setting that up. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, really. It doesn't seem it seems a little bizarre, though.
You should make a poll if I should stay or not.
Okay.
Make a poll.
I should tickle you. You should go to bed. He's trying not to laugh. He's trying not to laugh. Why are you trying not to laugh? Why are you trying not to laugh? Look, this is definitely ticklish. Jesus. Some tickles. Choke me.
Are you gonna make the poll?
Oh, the poll.
Yeah, you gotta make
There's
the
no pool.
poll.
Where's the video of you when you're like, we were naming you?
You had a video of naming me?
Yeah. Hold on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh. You know what I'm doing? I'm going down the street, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom on the sidewalk, Finn, and I don't care what anybody thinks about that. Finn, I'm going to the bathroom on the sidewalk, Finn. Oh, here you are. Monetize this episode 56, Finn.
8 years ago.
8 years ago. Oh, I uploaded it 8 months ago. It wasn't 8 years ago. This was like 9 years ago. Here it is.
Then soul Dave.
3 points for Dave. I got to go back and catch
thanks,
all these.
man. That was a beautiful poem too.
There you are.
I gotta say,
It's fairly blondish.
so
There
he's
you
not,
are.
He's not coming out
Why is the
red hair
background
like
different?
Brenna
No.
or brown hair like Gavin. He's
You were in a different house?
This is in Grammys.
You were in Grammys?
That's you.
That's me?
Yeah. That's you on the show as a baby. You don't see this?
I look like Megamind.
Megamind? Look at you. That's you.
You just covered the whole screen.
I know, because I wanted to show you. Look, you're sleeping. You're having a little nap right there.
What if I took control of your mouse and made it end stream?
I don't know, that'd be kind of lame. Why don't you go to bed so you can get the Tooth Fairy money? Oh, there's Mom coming to take you away.
No,
Take Finn away.
I don't want to be.
Take Finn away.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy? That was you. On the stream.
Yeah, but that's not a real donation in this stream. Right?
No, that was an old donation.
That was an old donation. Imagine how old he is now.
Oh, yeah, there's a new champ coming to take the belt, Joe. Dicko's gonna take it. A wholesome night with the Cronins. Governor Jesse the Body Ventura. Here's what I want to do. I'm gonna take you down to Leonard's house and let him smell your hair. What about that? What if I told you 9/11 was an inside job? Oh my God. What did you do? Boop. Yes.
Oh, I'm ending stream now.
Full Nelson. Full Nelson. All right, let me bring you up to bed. Ah.
Oh, no.
Ow, Jesus, my arm. Oh my God, that hurt.
What? Would you pull a muscle?
No, that thing. Look at this skin tag on my arm. That looks gross, huh? Yeah, that just hurt. All right, come on. Let's get up to bed. And hey, you gotta put the teeth under the pillow.
I did already.
All right, because you gotta make some money. Hey, come here. You say bye. Say bye to everybody. Say bye, everybody. No, don't hit anything yet. Don't hit anything. All right.
Do I say bye to the stream before I end it?
Well, I'm staying on for a few.
Okay, for how
I'll do your
long?
gorilla tag shirt. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, you really have to talk about that.
I love you.
Goodbye, everyone.
Good night. Wait, come here.
Ow, well, well.
Rosemary looks great, but she looks better with longer hair, yeah. I probably agree. The Finster stopping by. Jeopardy live stream with the Cronins. He's got like 3 teeth he never put under his pillow, and I'm like, dude, you need to... He sleeps on the couch a lot. He loves sleeping in the living room, and we just let him. But I'm like, dude, you gotta sleep in your bed. You gotta get the teeth. You know? You ever try shrooms? Twice, a long time ago. One time I took them and I didn't. So I told the story a million times, so I'll only say it really quickly. But basically, I was with my ex-girlfriend and we took them, and I had a family event that was coming up in a couple. You know, like we were going to a family party or whatever. So I didn't want to take the shrooms, but my girlfriend was like, oh yeah, let's go. So I took them, and she didn't take them, and I did. And then I was like, well, I'm not going to the party, obviously. And then I think it was like an hour went by and nothing happened at all. And she's like, oh, wow, like we got screwed or something. Like, that's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, like this didn't work or whatever. And this was the second time I ever did them. And I'm like, this didn't work. And so I'm like, okay, Mom, I think I was like 17 or 16. And I was like, okay, Mom, whatever. I'll go to the family thing that you wanted me to go to. I told her no originally. And she's like, come on. And she was like really upset at me. She wanted me to go. So me and my girlfriend went, and it was like halfway there, or like, no, it was right. Actually, no, it was about as we pulled up. We pulled up to the event, the party, whatever it was. And I remember it was raining out, and suddenly I started like feeling weightless a little bit, like and being like, whoa. And then the raindrops were rolling down the window, and I started staring at the raindrops rolling down the window. And then I suddenly felt as if I'd been staring at the raindrops for like a long time. And I started following them like this. And then they started seeming like they all had like almost like, you know, when oil slick has that rainbow color, you know, the raindrops kind of had that, and it intensified. And it was like the rainbow was coming off the raindrops into the car at me. And that's when I went, oh my God. And I started being like, and my girlfriend was like, oh no. They like kicked in like an hour later or 2 hours later or whatever. It was some kind of crazy shit. And I was like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden, I went in complete crazy. And my mom thought I was fucking with her, right? Because I was fine before this. So I was sitting there going, oh, like making noises and shit and looking at the window. And finally, my mom goes, well, okay, I'm going to get out if you're not going to, like, you stay here and do whatever. And so she got out of the car all grumpy, but I wasn't being a dick. I just literally was out of it. And my girlfriend knew, so my girlfriend had to like babysit me for the next like 2 hours. So for like 2 hours or something, I was completely obliterated in this fucking like wow state. And then I think it started wearing off, and then I finally was like, oh yeah, like I'm at the party now, and I could like communicate with people, and I could walk around a little bit and sit down, and like I was starting to function a little bit. But I was really pissed off because I was dying for the food. My Uncle Bill's house, they had like sausage stuff and mac and cheese and all this crazy shit. Like, I wish I had smoked weed instead, because I would have eaten the shit out of everything. But mushrooms gave me a feeling of like I wanted to puke almost. So had I eaten anything, I felt like I was going to puke. And I already felt a little bit like that, but I had an empty stomach kind of, so that was probably a good thing. So because I had the empty stomach, a couple hours later, I felt weird, but nothing happened. But I'm pretty sure I had no desire to eat. I had the opposite of, like, don't want to eat at all. But if it had been weed, I would have been eating the shit out of everything. But but I specifically do remember, like having my girlfriend, I was like, please pack up some food for me. And, you know, like, I was like telling her, like, put some food away. Like, I wanted to bring all the food home because my aunt and uncle, they do a lot of those, you know, those kielbasa, like, you know, like one's a barbecue, one's a Cajun, one's like a whatever the fuck, all the different ones. They have all of those. They had like 6 different types of kielbasa flavor things. The buffalo ones, the barbecue ones, the Cajun ones. They had macaroni salad, macaroni and cheese, tuna sandwiches, hot dogs, hamburgers, everything. And I was like, get everything you can, pack it in the car. Like, I want to eat this so bad, but I don't right now. And it was it was just really funny. I just was pissed about that. But I'll never forget the raindrops coming down. That was the most incredible. I never did those ever again. I did it twice ever, and I never did it again. But that was one of the most incredible moments ever of because it just, like, I was so in the moment of the raindrops, like, and the colors and how they were coming down. It was like it was kind of like time stood still in a tranquility. It was so amazing. It was so messed up, man. I'm almost gonna cry. The tranquility of watching those raindrops come down was like for a little, like a few minutes. It was like for a few minutes. So it's so hard to say that. It's so, I don't know why this is making me like emotional. It was like for a few minutes, like, you know what I mean? Everything was completely all right and everything made full on sense. And the smallest natural thing was beyond beautiful. You know, I don't know, it was so amazing. I can't even, I guess you can't describe it. Oh my God. Wow. That was 2001 or 2 or something. Dude, you're reliving the trip now. It was it was great. I think what Jesse is trying to say is like true. I think I'm trying to think of like a way to like just like visualize it or whatever. Thank you guys for the donations, by the way, man. Thank you so much, man. It's such a bad week. I don't know. But it's like if you know, if I'm trying to think of like how to visualize this. I mean, I think a lot of people know more than I do, but like if you were to visualize it, it's like this is your maybe I gotta do something else actually. Here comes the Windows paint, guys. Here it comes. Okay. It's like it's like there's ego. It's like ego. This is how things like make you feel, or how I don't know how to maybe describe it, like things that matter. Like what matters. What matters, how you feel, belonging, Like if you were to take like what matters, I can't really fully describe this because I don't know yet. I have to think this out a little further in my brain. But during that mushroom episode that I was telling you about, like it's like this would be like ego, and then like this is like you, and then like this is like experiences, and then this is like like moments. So there's like let me see. Okay. So this is ego. You. Experience. Moments. Right? And then there's, I don't know, dreams, reality. There's more. I'm leaving things out, and I'm not fully sure. I'm explaining to you, like, something that I'm making up. This is nothing. I don't know where this comes from. I just made this up, basically. Then there's dreams. And there's like reality. Like, and so like so if there's ego, there's you, there's experience, there's moments, there's dreams, there's reality. And it just feels like, you know, when you look at things, it's like, you know, ego doesn't matter much at all. You know, this tiny little bit, you think it matters the most to you. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like when I was on, you know, when you're on some kind of a hallucinogen or like maybe those shrooms or whatever we talked about, like this is what I felt like in my brain. I felt like maybe moments should be higher. Dreams, reality. Your reality is so important, and your moment is so important, and your experience is all these things become way more important and explode much higher. But regularly, a lot of times, these are opposite, right? Like when you're not high or you're not on some kind of a trip, the ego is a lot of times far superior to all these things. And it's like the least important fucking thing. But when you're literally in your real world not experiencing this, your ego outweighs a lot of things. Sometimes dreams are high too. So dreams and ego are very high, but you aren't, or experience and moments and reality, all that stuff isn't big, you know? And so like I just think that like when you're doing that and you're experiencing the water and the droplets and you're paying attention to space and time and to your reality a little bit differently, and you're really open and vulnerable and all these other things, your ego is almost gone. And it's amazing how gone it is, that you can really pay attention. Anyway, we're really getting off the rails into something that probably Jesse would talk about. But that's how I like would explain it. Like, this is what it was like when I was on those shroomies. But if I wasn't on them, it goes the other way, where the ego is so important and you have to work to get it small like this, where it's like, oh no, my ego is so high. How do I get it to drop? How do I get my ego to go down so I can experience the moments? or the dreams or the reality that I'm in, or the experiences. I can suck them in more, cherish them, experience them, or I can be more me than anything. But me and my ego take a sidestep to all these other things. Reality, dreams, moments, maybe exploration and learning and but experience is a big one. You start experiencing things differently. Anyway, I'm blabbering on. I think you get the point. Everything is experience. I grew up a hippie. That's right, Kurtman. I mean, everything really is experience. But, I mean, it's just like the levels of how big and important they are at the time, right? But, yeah. But, I also didn't like drug stuff. Like, I don't like, I have this, like, stubbornness of, like, no, if I want to experience stuff, I can experience it without, without that. Sometimes you can, put on some loud music of whatever type of music or ambient music or something music. And, if you just try to put it on so loud and then just look and observe things, sometimes you experience a little bit of that. You can kind of get in there a little bit. But it's just nothing like, when you're actually altered or, feeling that way. I have told this story before, Jesse, multiple times, but I don't think I ever told the story as much. I think that was the best telling of the story I ever did just now. If you go back, if you were to watch every video on my channel and you go back, you will hear me tell this story probably 2 or 3 times, but I don't think I ever told it in that detail or whatever. So you're kind of right. Benjamin, thank you for the dono. If you could legalize one thing, what would it be, is what he said earlier. And I said it would be gambling, because I want to gamble tonight. I was on a roll on the Stakey site. I was on a roll. I mean, I think I was on a roll. I don't know. I had 4,500 gain. I was doing pretty good, I guess. Had a bad streak there. It was John Montgomery or somebody sent me the site to do it, but I don't know how you can cash out for real money. I don't understand that. So it's like I don't really want to play stuff unless you could really do something. You don't like the loss of control, probably? Yeah, maybe not. Especially now, though, that I'm a dad and I'm a family. Like, I have a lot of people that depend on me now, so I'm afraid to do anything like that because, I don't want something to happen or to alter me the wrong way and never come back the right way, We go into Jello Biafra's attic and go to Chicago and never come back. So I don't want to do it. But I could see if all my kids were doing well in life and I had set them up enough that they're going to be okay no matter what happens to me. Like, okay enough. Like, say I someday, the house, I owned a house and everything, and there was some money and we had stuff a little bit, and they were going to be okay. And I'm like 65 years old or 60 years old or whatever. Yeah, I could see then being like, yeah, let's let me jump online, do some online sports betting and put some neon lights on in my room and then maybe go for a little trip or something. If something happens, fuck it. You know what I mean? Because whatever. But you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to, do anything now. Santino called Elegance brand the Elephants brand. That's funny. I can't believe how long those took to kick in, too. Thinking back on that, it's just kind of crazy. Crazy. I've been tripping for like a week, and you sharing that story seems like it was meant to be. Right? That's crazy. That really hit me, man. I really could feel that moment. I can almost taste the rain. Like I can see, like that moment obviously stuck with me because I can vividly pinpoint it and remember it. I usually tell the story though like it's funny because it's kind of funny because my girlfriend's like, oh no, the fucking shrooms are kicking in, and I'm like, what? That was like an hour ago or something. I remember saying that to her. I was like, what? That was an hour ago. Like, what are you talking about? You know, and I was like looking around like, what? And then there it went. You know, it was just so crazy to me. I was like, I almost think it was 2 hours. It was like way after. In fact, they weren't working. That's why I was like, okay, I'll go to the family thing. Fuck it. These things didn't work, you know. I'm starving. I want that food out there, you know. This will be fine. You know, I can't believe that, you know, I didn't really take a lot either, you know, so it's probably what it is. I probably need to take more or they don't work. Or back then we weren't thinking about them being like, you know, fentanyl shrooms or something. We were, you know, I mean, I guess you knew about things being like spiked or whatever, but you know, I didn't think that. I just thought, oh, we got duds or someone screwed up, or I did start thinking like, I hope there's nothing wrong with them, but that was about it. But then, I mean, they kicked in way later. Joe, that's not something that mushrooms do. The only way they would even possible is if you were a severe schizophrenic. Yeah, my birth mother was a schizophrenic. That's a physical and mental impossibility. Otherwise, now it's acid. That's different because that's a man-made drug. Shrooms have a delayed reaction. Yeah, like I always thought shrooms took like 20 minutes sometimes to get rolling, but it's crazy. But yeah, no, I was very clear-headed. Like you said. That's what got me so interested in like the DMT stuff that Joe Rogan always talks about and all those people always talk about and stuff. Like, you know, some of it is almost like skipping ahead. You know, when you get a little bit older, you get wiser and you put your ego aside a little bit more. And I feel like sometimes those things help people rush the ego away quick or fast or like a super charge to where you've cleaned out your brain of your ego and you're just like, wow. So it's weird. Depends. The sad part is doing mushrooms would probably make you so much more clear and clarity about your family and make you a better person and father and husband all around. It's not the other way. Oh, maybe. Might be right. We know that I shouldn't take weed edibles. We know that. We know that's a problem. Yeah. You're probably right. You could be right. Border Patrol agents stage show for us in California. It's a little concerning, the whole border. I mean, not Border Patrol, but like the policing. I don't really know what to think of a lot of things right now. I have no idea. You know. I don't know. I'm really itchy. I probably should wrap it up, I guess. I don't know. I stayed on a lot longer. I'm surprised. Was there anything else that I was looking for? Killer Cross. He's booked a lot of places. Killer Cross convention dates. I mean, he's booked at conventions. Ontario, Silver Scream, Florida State Fairgrounds, Comic-Con, New York. How is this also planned out if he thought he was coming back to WWE? You know what I mean? Or whether he was coming back or not coming back or whatever. This is so planned out up to November 15th. Man, you couldn't, you booked all this stuff. Look at Scarlett. Oh, my God. She should open an OnlyFans. Jesus Christ. They wouldn't have to do anything. So weird, though. They're all like, that's a lot of bookings. But none of them are wrestling matches. We noticed this, right? None of those bookings are wrestling matches, I don't think. Those are all conventions and signings. It's very interesting. Matt Hardy was at Jimmy's Seafood. Look at that. Oh, God, I want some Jimmy's Seafood. That'd be great. Good Lord. Damn, Damar Hamlin from the Buffalo Bills got a full back tattoo. So he can remember when he almost died. That's crazy. I mean, but also oh my God, look at how cool this is though in a way. We gotta pull this apart. Remember when Damar Hamlin got hurt? And when everybody was worried about him? Dude, we were watching that game. Weren't we watching that game on this show? If we weren't, I mean, I was watching it down here. I just don't know if I was on air. Yeah, we were so worried about him. He looked so bad, right? Monday Night Football tattooed on his back. Pray for Damar. With the 3 from the game, I think the next day or the next week or whatever. He had like a Twitter post that I can't fully read there. Tattooed. He put the stadium on his back, the signs from the crowd. Did we win? As he probably asked that in the hospital. Just all these little memories tattooed on his back forever. That's wild. How much did that cost? Yo, guys, Hey, what did you do last summer? Well, I got a $50,000 tattoo. I'm not a tattoo person. I have no idea how much something like this would cost. But is this not like a $50,000 tattoo or more? That looks like 50 grand, maybe more. Maybe $75,000. I don't know. That's a big ass tattoo, bro. Maybe not. Maybe it's not that much, but I mean, that looks like a lot. Maybe it's 30,000. I don't know. Maybe it's not that much. Maybe I'm crazy, but I mean, that's a fucking huge tattoo, bro. They quit. Whew. The W looks wonky. Yeah, it looks pretty good, but well, anyway, let's get out of here, man. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for having fun with me. Finn loved it. He loves the streaming thing. He thought it was really cool that I'm streaming, and he loves watching streamers, so he was pretty pumped up. And so thank you guys for donating and stuff. I think you kind of impressed him. He was like, "Oh, cool." He thinks that's really cool. My kids don't really, I mean, like, the older ones kind of do, but, like, not really. But, like, he doesn't know that, like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't know, like, oh, you make money only from donations and stuff. Like, they don't know how, I mean, he doesn't fully know how it all works. But that was cool. Google says 1,500 to 5,000. That's really? That's crazy. Like, so Leah's bat, right? I think Leah's bat was like $300 or $500 or $300 or something. I don't know. So if that's a little bat there for $500, I guess if you put a bunch of bats all over, it would only total up to be $5,000 to $10,000, I guess. So I guess you're right. Maybe Google's right. $5,000-$10,000. But man, who are you guys going to for tats? I don't know tattoo prices. That's why I just thought that looks expensive. But you're right. I have no idea. That's why at least I said it first. Like, hey, I have no clue. But yeah, I mean, if Leah's bat was $300, you know what I mean, and you put a bat like that all over her chest and her stomach and everywhere and filled up the whole thing, I mean, what's that, like 50 bats? 50 bats times, 200. So that's like 10,000 at the most. So I guess that makes sense. It didn't make sense that I was saying it was 30, 40, 50 or whatever. So yeah. That's funny. That's crazy. Leah's bat has got it going on. Yeah, like the bat barely takes up any. Here's a shot of her bat. Like that barely takes up any of her. Like that just takes up this top part of her collar, kind of. How do I darken the bat? There it is. Like it barely takes up that area. Huh. Yeah, now I'm thinking that was like 300 something. It was like 300 or 250 or it's like something like that. You could probably call her and ask her and we would know. But yeah, I mean, so like, yeah, if you just pasted that bat all over her chest, it's like, well, I mean, that's not going to equal 30. It's going to equal like 3,000, 4,000 or 5,000. Oh yeah, here's a better shot. I got a tattoo for 300. Yeah, it's usually that. Makes sense. The bat to be 300. Yeah, that's. I think she told me what it was. She wants a bat tattoo, like a tattoo on her back. But I'm like, why? Why do you want a tattoo on your back? No one's gonna see it. Like, and who cares anyway? Like, I don't get it. She's like, I forget what she wants. Like, you want a tramp stamp? I was like, I'm down for that, I guess. Do 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 do. Bow 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 ba-dum 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 ba-dum. People that get cheap tattoos usually look like they did after a decade less. Huh. You can look at it well, doggy. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like I could get it like upper, and her back is really cute to me. I love her back. She has a very tiny waist, like that's very like in and like it's very cute. So maybe maybe it would maybe look good. I don't know. Your tiny waist. I like the under boob tattoos now, like under here. Hers is above. Above. So you're saying if this was down here instead, we put it down low? So we took this and we put it down here instead? But it's up there. But yeah, I guess. Yeah, so if I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, so it'd be like 25 bats to 30 bats. Yeah, it's like 30 times 300. Let's say 30. It's not 30. It's probably less, but yeah, that'd be like $7,000 to fill up a huge back and a round. And you give him a discount probably because it's all in one day or something. Or it's all, you probably had to come back several times to do the shading and to do the outline and to do the, I don't know. I'm not a tattoo person. I don't know. But I'm assuming you do an outline. You might even do like one at a time. Like, let's do this section, then we'll do that one and we draw it out. I don't know. So you probably had to go back a bunch, right? How many appointments do you think that is? Now, again, I don't know this shit either. I'm going to assume that back tattoo that he got, that's like 6 appointments. I mean, I have no idea. I'm guessing 6 appointments. Yeah, I know it's easy to get ripped off for sure. People that say they know what they're doing, they don't know what they're doing. Or they barely done much, or they're using cheap shit or whatever. I think his looks pretty good. I think it could have been done, but I think his were like done like, I think he copied a lot of news. These almost look like newspaper articles, like, you know. I like it though. I think it's pretty cool. I don't think it's the greatest work ever, but it's like not the worst either. It looks pretty good. That's kind of cool. I suppose that's something that's worth getting a tattoo. People keep commenting on his thing about clot shot and the jab and stuff. It's like, Jesus, just why are you making it about that in his thing? All right, boys and girls, love you all. I hope you can become patrons on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. If anybody wants to support the channel directly, you can use my Cash App thing or my PayPal. Don't do what Jesse did and donate it to the wrong guy. It's paypal.me/Joe Cronin Show. Don't donate it to the guy from Hingham. I don't even think Jesse got that money back, so that's no good. Don't do that. PayPal.me/Joe Cronin Show. Do not send it to the man from Hingham. You don't want that to happen. Or you can send it to my Cash App or my Venmo. They're up on your screen right now. Or any other way you guys want to support. Thank you. Whatever you do, thank you. Catch you tomorrow. We'll have a better show tomorrow. But at least we did something tonight. I'll see you then, baby. Thanks, Jesse. Love you, Jesse. Love you guys so much, man. I had a really crazy day. I didn't even get into it, but we don't want to. I'll talk to you later.